did you get involved in this? What was your background as an attorney prior to, the cannabis being on the forefront of legalization?
I'm a government guy. I mean, my career started in 1997. My job was to follow United States Congressman Rob Andrews around with a clipboard, make sure he was on time to events, and take notes from the people that we met and get him back in the office. A very, very significant role in my professional life. But
Got it.
I had the pleasure of meeting a constituent that drove down to the Capitol, in the United States Capitol, with his wife, who was afflicted with MS, and came unannounced into the congressman's office and pled for a meeting. And my boss decided to see him and had no intention of supporting medical cannabis. California had just adopted the law in 96. This is 97, a little after. And I watched this man and this woman, who he was wheeling around the Capitol in a gurney because she couldn't walk, change his mind, and changed his mind on what he said was a bunch of hippies out in California, and this is stupid, and we shouldn't be paying attention to it, to, oh my God, these are real people with real lives, and this is helping them, and why should I stand in the way? So that was my first education. I had the pleasure of serving two speakers in the New Jersey General Assembly. I was the executive director to then Speaker Joe Roberts, and had the pleasure of serving Sheila Oliver when she was speaker in the Assembly as her executive director, and I helped to write the state's first medical law in 2009. And again, I got to interact with patients who came to us to talk about why the state should do this. And this was common sense. We were denying people life-saving medicine. We were denying jobs and a new industry to a state that needed it. We were built on the pharma and agriculture economy. Geez, Jersey was built for this. Mm-hmm. So when I left government and I joined Archer, my job was to create their government affairs program, and I did. And that's what you do, right? You go into a job and do what you're asked to do. Don't try to do something different. But I went to the firm several years after we were successfully established there and said, I'd like to do this. And I give my firm a lot of credit. They could have said, maybe they did. He's out of his mind, but and it was a very difficult time. This is like 2014, 2015, and this is not a popular topic. And so my view there was, I can lend my experience in the law, my experience in government and government affairs, some communications abilities to kind of try to change hearts and minds, and let's build our economy, right? This is, about jobs in the economy just as much as anything else is. Let's give people the relief they need. Our medical program was still broken, it wasn't maturing. And then the other side of this is there's so much opportunity here for young entrepreneurs to jump into a new market. We've seen this in the craft beer industry. And if Jersey's in any way able to tap into some of that energy to create a craft cannabis industry here, I like where we're going. So that was the motivation. And one guy just saying, I can do this, I can help. And I that's what I tried to do.